Right, the latest driver 26.51 gonna be tested on Crimson Desert, and the latest patch also in the game, the 1.0.5, which introduces some new changes for the graphics and all of that. And let's jump into the game and see how it's gonna work. Pretty much on maxed out settings and some upscaling and some frames. Okay, so you can see it's a 16 GB Asus Prime version of the GPU, paired up with the i5 12400F. Base speeds, everything is base speeds, and 32 GB of DDR4 memory running at 3200 MHz. And that's it, nothing's overclocked. So let's jump in and see how the game performs now after all the updates. Okay, we're in the game now. You can see we are on 4K right now with FSR 4.1, and no other settings are enabled right now. So we do have anti-lag on. So I'm wondering if we enable the anti-lag overlay using the software, it might detect the input latency, so I'm just going to try that one. Okay, I just went ahead and turned that on, but I don't know if it's gonna work properly because it says not applicable. Maybe it doesn't work unless I turn on frame gen. So let's wait and see how that goes. Okay, maybe if I just try to do this, it might start working, but it still says not applicable. So I don't know if it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna ignore that completely because I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, so yeah, let me just start it off without any of this for now. Keep the anti-lag on. So it's a inbuilt game feature, so it means if you enable it, it's gonna smoothen out the latency issues or whatever when you enable frame gen. So just keep that on. And graphics settings, I'm gonna max it out on cinematic and max lighting, so the absolute best you can get. Alrighty, you can see I'm on the Sky Island, one of them, and from up here you can see all the entire map, and it's a really good starting point to test the game. So this is a native settings, okay, without regeneration. Yeah, so 28 FPS. Let's just jump down. See how it's gonna be. I'm gonna fast fall. Okay, so we're getting around 21 FPS with the aerial view of the entire map. It's actually like not bad, when you're maxing out everything on 4K. It's actually pretty interesting. Maybe on 18 FPS and something like that. So let me just pause it right there. Actually use ray regeneration. So now it's going to be insanely intensive with this thing enabled. All right, and again, I have not enabled any frame gen or upscaling. It's just native 4.1 and max settings. Look at that. Now we're only getting single digit 8 FPS, which is crazy. If you look up to the sky, you can get 20 FPS. How great. As soon as you look down, you can see, man, it's gonna stutter so badly, and it's a really bad look. So when you're falling down as well, like 8 FPS, so it's really intensive on its own, let alone jumping down from the highest peak point or from the sky. It is really intensive right now, using only 10 GB of VRAM though. So that's something this game, I don't know why this doesn't use a lot of VRAM, but yeah, the performance is absolutely terrible, and I don't expect anything much. It's a 9060 XT, not even the 9070 XT, so this type of performance is expected, especially on 4K native. So I'm gonna actually the upscale resolution was turned off. It was not even freaking FSR native anti-aliasing. Okay, still, you get the idea. Even if you're using FSR native anti-aliasing, it's not gonna change anything. It's gonna be pretty much the same. 7, 8 FPS, yeah, same thing. Even though I genuinely do not see any major difference. Everything looks really sharp though, but that was the case without the native anti-aliasing as well. So to make this at least playable a little bit, you have to go to performance mode, especially with the ray regen, to make it somewhat playable. But even that, you're only getting 22 FPS, and even now the frame gen lag meter doesn't work. Still says it's not applicable, so no use turning that on. And this is a camp, I believe, so if I just go in and try to fight these guys. Oh, that's a nice pack right there. I'm not gonna lie, the game looks super sharp. So with the latest update, I think they made the image quality even better. So I'm talking about the FSR upscaling quality, Even at 1080p, it looks absolutely amazing. And you can see the graininess. Look at the grass. The grass doesn't look that great, right? It's too noisy, but it's upscaled from 1080p. It looks really sharp for what it is. And the grass issue, I think, is just the game engine issue that's been there ever since the game released. I don't think it's going to be fixable. It's an engine issue, I believe. So, but yeah, man, it just looks really good on 1080p upscaled to 4K with everything maxed out, even ray regen. So can't be mad about it, you know. It looks really good. So if I just enable a little bit of frame gen, I mean, there's only 2x frame gen, unfortunately. I want to see how that's going to be. It takes the FPS all the way to 50, 40. Oh, it's stuttering really bad though. I don't know why. 38. We're only using less than 10 GB of VRAM, but still it is stuttering a little bit. I don't know why that's happening though. Utilizing 100% of the GPU here, so I don't know what's happening here, guys. But yeah, if you just look at the map, now you can see it's a little bit shaky. It's not that much shaky, but it is a little bit shaky. 40 FPS. I mean, yeah, it is exactly what you expect. Like, you know, from 20 FPS all the way to 40 FPS, just double the FPS. But yeah, guys, not amazing. It's not unresponsive or anything. It is still really responsive, but a little bit floatier on the keyboard and mouse. The controller is totally playable. And they said they improved the waterfall effects. So if I try to zoom in, oh shit. If I try to zoom into the waterfall, I don't know if it's gonna be possible, but look at this, man. It really looks pretty sharp up close, right? If you just ask me, like, does it feel like if it's 1080p or 4K? I'm gonna say it looks 4K to me, because it really looks like it's 4K right now. I mean, you can see the artifacting and the blurriness around the edges, but actual sharpness is pretty damn impressive on the latest update, man. So AMD is definitely catching up to it, which I'm really glad, you know. It's about time they did this. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, still using less than 10 GB of VRAM. 44 FPS with frame gen. Not playable, but you know, you can't expect much. So if I just disable ray regen, we might get significantly better performance off of it. And now we can get to 60 FPS, so you pretty much gain 20 FPS additional with the ray regeneration turned off. Still looking really sharp. You can see the shield. It looks super sharp even now, so no, not bad at all, man. Totally playable with these settings. 71 FPS, so it's actually improving. You know, are those bandits? I think they are. Or maybe not, just regular people. So yeah, 60 FPS is possible with 2x frame gen and performance mode on 4K if you max out everything, you know. But this is with max lighting, so if I just turn off max lighting to maybe just cinematic, that's going to reduce the stress on the GPU even further, because max lighting is like really intensive, and that alone just takes you all the way to 88 FPS. Wow. But yeah, now I can see the difference in the lighting quality. It just doesn't have the depth to it now, you know. It just looks kind of plain. You lose all the details, you know, especially in the distance. If you look at that, the shadows on the trees over there, they don't have the depth in it. Just look pretty bland, like a 2D structure. So you definitely need the max lighting to make everything looks pretty in the game. And ray regen just makes things even prettier, but ray regen is just only enable that on the 9070 XT, not this GPU, especially on 4K though. In 1440p, we might be able to make it playable. And again, this is FSR 4.1, way better looking, especially on performance mode. So if you have a 9060 XT, you can actually play it on 4K with performance mode and really have a decent experience. But you definitely need frame gen. Our frame gen is gonna be not that great, you know what I mean? So I think that's enough for 4K. Now let's see how it's gonna be on 1440p with maxed out settings and whatnot. Right, just reduced it to 1440p and went back to native anti-aliasing and no frame gen and turned it on. The ray regeneration is turned on again, and I'm gonna max out everything. Like you see, lighting, everything is maxed out on 1440p, and you can see now it looks way more clearer. The lighting looks amazing. but only getting 17 FPS, so shows you how intensive this is with Ray region and everything maxed out. So yeah guys, the 9060 XT is just not capable to run these settings on a decent frame rate, a playable frame rate I might say, so not a good idea. 15 FPS is definitely not playable by any means, you know. So I'm just gonna see if we can actually make it playable by going to, again, maybe quality mode I think is the max I would go. But for this, I'm just gonna go to balance mode. I'm gonna use 2x frame rate as well. So on balance mode, wow, 77 FPS. Okay, okay. It's actually really playable on these settings, and it doesn't, the latency is not that bad either. Okay. So on 1440p, you can actually play the game with Ray region turned on after the updates. It's actually pretty good. That's really good. 96 FPS. I don't remember how it performed before the update, but right now it's looking pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Now, 74 FPS over here. Actually pretty nice, guys. So if you're on a 1440p monitor, which I hope you are, with a 9060 XT 16 gigabytes, because you're missing out big time if you don't own a 1440p monitor with this thing, because it's totally capable of running things on 1440p maxed out settings, like you can see here. Even though it's upscaled from, I guess it's like between 1080p and 720p. That's what balance mode is on 1440p, I believe. And you can see, man, with the FSR 4.1, everything looks really sharp. It doesn't look terrible at all. Got a bunch of enemies right here to fight that I like. Oh, that was a major stutter right there. I don't know why it happened. Oh, that's another major stutter. I hope it doesn't stutter again. Oh my god, okay. So, if you fight enemies with the Regeneration on, I think it's gonna stutter pretty badly. They're shooting us too, okay. But it's interesting to heck, dude, stop shooting me. Yeah, that's what you get. You wanna shoot me too? Come. Oh, he's dead. Alright. But yeah, you guys saw that? The big stutters. That was pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. But still, after like 2 or 3 seconds of the stuttering, I think it settled down. I think what caused the stutter was the massive particle effect. That's what I believe that caused it, but yeah, that was a pretty bad look, but man, the game just looks amazing, man. So I'd say just keep it on balanced settings. If you want to play it on maxed everything, you know, with the Ray region, if you just turn it off, it's going to be much better. And then you can pretty much probably go back to quality mode and maybe even turn off frame gen. So yeah, I was right. Look at that. So just quality mode and using no frame gen and no Ray region, you can play the game on 70 FPS. Which is more than enough for a game like this, in my opinion. I mean, for me at least. I don't know about you guys. If you guys want more than 200 FPS, then I don't know, man. It's not going to be possible. For regular playthrough, oh, okay, okay. Should I just go and fight these guys though? And I don't know, man. This game looks absolutely beautiful to me. It is pretty much an enemy territory, but I'm just gonna run through these guys real quick. As fast as I can. Oh, now I'm getting jumped by a bunch of people. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Jesus. Woo! Okay. Yeah, that's what you get. Okay, this is getting interesting, you know. So during fight scenes, it's gonna drop down to 60s, especially with a lot of enemies on the screen right here. So I'd say just pop the Ray region, frame gen on to make it more playable. I'll get a steady 60 FPS play. I'm gonna get smacked right here, but it is what it is. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna restart the frame time counter. Man, how many enemies am I surrounded with? Holy shit, the entire city is on my ass right now. Okay. Holy Jesus, I need to unlock some kind of powers, bro. That was not enough. They are surrounding me, guys. You can see 104 FPS. This is still not bad at all, you know. Holy. How do you deal with these guys all at once? But man, this is kind of getting crazy. But you can see, man, it's not gonna go down below 80 or 90 FPS. A lot of enemies and NPCs on the screen, so that's a good thing, you know. Oh my gosh, dude. Chill out. Yeah, the big guy is dead. Why is he running away? Come on, dude. Man, I just forgot how crazy the combat can get in this game, but I'm having a ton of fun. Man, the lock-on system on this game is kind of really ass. Even after all of these updates, you know, it just doesn't lock onto a target. You gotta switch that thing every single time. It's a pain in the ass, but everything else is pretty good. So I'm gonna say, just if you want to play the game on 1440p, this is the best way to do it. You know, it gets you the best kind of frames and the visuals with minimal latency. Even on keyboard and mouse, it's pretty playable. I'm just mass murdering a bunch of dudes right now, and it's handling the game pretty fine. And I'm getting jumped. It is really smooth. Holy Jesus! Okay, I might need to go. I'm deep in enemy territory right now, and I'm having a lot of fun with that too. But you know. But yeah, you guys get the idea, man. So I think I can just stop it right here. I don't think I need to go down any settings further than this. It just runs pretty good, you know. So I'm gonna stop it right here. Jesus Christ, I'm getting absolutely destroyed from every single side. Okay. But man, the game just looks beautiful. I think I'm just gonna stop it right here, guys. Yeah, I'm really deep in the enemy territory. You guys get the idea. It's just really playable on these settings. I don't even have to go further down below. Quality mode, it just looks amazing. I just gotta turn off ray region and have the frame gen turned on and just max out everything. Oh yeah, and lighting quality should be set to cinematic. Otherwise it's gonna stutter. I think even if you max out the lighting quality, it's not gonna look or run that bad. I'm pretty sure you can get 87 FPS here. So I say just keep it to max if you want to, and it's still gonna be really playable. Ah, come on, that was the wrong direction. So you can see we're still getting 87 something FPS, 80 to 90 FPS. So we're only losing about 10 FPS. With max lighting enabled. Still really good, you know. I can climb that during combat, I believe. But yeah, you guys can see I'm just running through the enemy horde and you know, causing a big chaos. Still getting 100 FPS, close to 100 FPS with max lighting. So it's totally playable, guys. Just enable these settings and you should be able to run the game really well. So yeah, that's yeah, but you can see a little bit of artifacting around the character, but you're not gonna notice that. So these guys can climb these too, okay? Totally playable with these settings, and I'm just gonna end the video right there. The update is pretty fine. It runs the game really well. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, because I'm having a ton of fun. Just you know, killing these guys and looking at the visuals. So let me know what you guys think about this update in the comment section. And yeah, If you find this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more benchmarks. I hope you guys are having a great time wherever you are. Catch you guys in the next one. So take it easy and peace out.